So Janay finally speaks out, and today we're gonna go through all that straight after this intro.
Life in the fast lane, we play our cards, praying we'll find out just who we are.
Bitch, I've been a king. What up, everyone? It's your boy Martin Lewis.
It's your boy Martin Lewis.
Martin Lewis. Boy Martin Lewis.
What up, everyone? It's your boy Martin Lewis. Team Real, welcome to my channel where I call out fake ass bitches and talk about YouTube drama. You guys know Janay has finally spoke out, and a lot of you guys have wanted me to react to her video. We're gonna see if there's any contradictions, if there's any bull from what she said, or if she's telling the complete truth, and I'm gonna give you my opinion and stuff. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button with the bell so you don't miss out on any of the drama. Smash that like button, and if you guys have any story and leads, all my social media links are in the description below. So let's get straight into the drama. Okay, so I was actually really surprised that Janay has spoke out, because for you guys that don't know, I actually been text messaging Janay before I came to America. Now the reason why, as you guys know, I wanted to interview her to get her side of the story. I think it would have been good. It would be, you know, we can ask her those tough questions she can't run away from type of thing, and, you know, get to the bottom, get to the truth of everything and have understanding of her side, and also talk to the others if they were open to, which I doubt, you know, even though I'm actually I'm actually doing better than some of them, you know, I'm not bragging, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? So it's not about you giving me clout when we get the same views type of thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, I talked to a source in Texas who gave me the number, and she was actually cool that she wasn't like, why did you get my number, why are you texting me or anything. She was like quite cool, because I had a feeling something like this was going to happen, because I heard from another channel they were talking about it, saying that Von was going to expose him. So I was like, hey, I heard this and I would love to get your side. And at first I don't think she was going to do it, and then the whole thing broke out, everything happened. Yeah, she ended up texting me saying that she was ready to tell her side, and I gave her a list of questions, okay? And I'll try to post the questions here. And there were some pretty tough questions, you know what I mean? There were some tough cookies. And she said she will get back to her team and get back to me. But it looked like she decided that she was gonna do her own video instead, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? She didn't even tell me, you know what I mean? But she's not entitled to. I'm not entitled to know, or whatever, you know what I mean? So I guess she was like, it's probably best if she does it. She gets some money out of it, and, you know, she can, you know, avoid my tough questions if that was the case. But I'm sure after this whole thing, hopefully she's open to doing an interview, because if I have more questions after she releases all her videos, I would definitely like to call her on IG or on the phone and do a little interview and ask her some tough questions and so on. She made her first video, which I'm not really gonna go into. She talked a little bit about Corey, and that's what got her to do the video, because Corey ended up posting it on Facebook and she was gonna leave it alone. And then she made two or three videos, actually 2 videos, on Nick and King, and today we're gonna go through the first one. Basically, she was working on a project with a guy named Fred from Studio 7, which is a network, okay? 71, sorry. She posted a name and she blacked it out. Now, I am a little bit suspicious about this, because she said they were talking about Nick and King, but how do I know if you blacked the name out? You know what I mean? And I think that will be important later on, which I'll explain why. He goes, they were Studio 71 already. Do you want them to do the house project? She goes, maybe. I just didn't want it to be a couples thing. We're working on getting Domo and Chrissy. For you guys that can't see, I can see it. She didn't really edit it properly. Because you know sometimes you use Photoshop or not show the paint thing on your iPhone, it's not dark enough, you have to change it. Yeah, she didn't really change it properly. She probably thought she covered it, but she was trying to get Domo and Chrissy into her house. And she goes, the house, so it may just work. Yeah, let's do them as well. We can still make it girls versus boys. So it looks like she was working on a project, trying to make girls versus boys. Maybe there are going to be challenges. Now in the video she says,
we told everybody to, oh, well, y'all, we feel like this woman is gonna help y'all. We feel like she gonna help us build our channel type stuff. Y'all should come. Yeah. Like, and she was, at first, she was just asking for, you know, who she was asking for. Like, who she asked for. I know it was me and you.
Yeah, it was me and you. Then it was supposed to be
Corey and Carmen.
It was Corey and Carmen. It was Carmen and Corey and stuff like that. And I low key told her about Christian Trey, but.
All right, we're gonna stop right here. First of all, I never, ever asked for anybody. Neek or King, Carmen or Corey. I didn't even know who they were. I knew who King was, but I didn't know who Neek was. I knew who King was because he came to the house with Jazz and he was working with
But see, she says she doesn't know who King was, but in the message right there, there's names that's blacked out. So maybe it's someone else and it's not Neek and King. Like, why did she show this receipt? You know what I mean? Because she said after 30 minutes, King texted her. So, like, maybe, like, I don't know. I'm super confused. Was she using this receipt to show that she, at first she didn't want them? Or was it someone else? Like, what was the point of showing this receipt? Maybe it was just to show that the guy was organizing a house with her. Maybe that's it. Because I'm really confused with why she showed this receipt. So maybe it was just to show that she was organizing a project as evidence. See, I was organizing evidence, a show with Fred, and Fred told you about me. That could be a possibility, and that's why there is a name blacked out on the top. But again, it makes me think, how do I know it's not Neek and King behind there?
He came to the house with Armand and Trey's and Jazz's house, but he came with Funny Mike. That's how I remember King. Other than that, I've never met Neek prior to this time. Then on top of that, I didn't know who Carmen and Corey was. At this time, I didn't realize they were, you know, Carmen and Corey. I'll explain that later.
We brought them, you know what I'm saying?
So we came deep to her house, real deep.
All right, so King is stating that he brought all of them and that he mentioned Chris and Trey. Never did he mention Chris and Trey. Never in his message does he even mention Carmen and Corey.
Now, Janay, from what it looks like, it's like she's trying to imply that King was about himself and Neek. That was it.
What he does say in the message, he pushes him and his girlfriend. He says, me and my girlfriend had 89,000 since we met. Now we at 250,000 and we till grinding. I didn't type that, he did. Yeah, that can work. I says, all right, what time are you guys gonna be available and will the other group be with you? The other group is Carmen and Corey. Not anywhere in this message does he mention Chris and Trey. Never in his message does he even mention Carmen and Corey.
That was done intentionally, or that was a mistake, that she didn't think they did mention them, but then they did, and she probably confused them with Trey and that other guy, whatever his name is.
I said, if so, we can do something real big, I'm thinking. He said, yes, that would be with me as well. We move as one like family. And anytime you tell me you want to link, I'm there. I said, awesome, 12 o'clock.
Who does he mean by a whole family? Is there more above the message? Because some of you guys did message me and go, well, Janay's manipulating it, Martin. As you can see, he says the whole family. The whole family, he means Trey, that other lesbian girl, Carmen and Corey. Okay, if that could be a possibility. We don't know that. There could be more above that message, because why else would he say that? People do have a good point. But the thing is, King and Neek and King haven't said anything. They haven't said, no, that's not true, Janay, look at this. You know what I mean? They've been really quiet ever since she released this video. I'm just gonna take her word for it now until there's more receipts to prove that she is lying and she didn't know about them. Because from what it looks like, she's implying that King was all about himself. And maybe that's an agenda. or maybe that's just the truth. King was about himself, because as you guys know, she did talk to Corey about King being so on and so on, and maybe we'll get into that later on in the video. But you will see in my previous video, I spoke about that. It seems like she was two-faced.
So YouTuber that I would like to introduce y'all to.
Which I already knew.
Yeah, which he had already did a video. He had already collabed with the person already, and he was like, oh yeah, I know her, all this type of stuff. But
now, first of all, I never spoke with Neek. I didn't speak to Neek until they physically got to my house. So when she's saying that, oh, I was like, yeah, I got this little YouTuber I want you to meet, that makes no sense, because at that time, Ari was actually bigger than him at this time. Not that it matters, which just for clarification, you knew who she was because you had did a video with her. Numbers don't lie. Never would I tell her, yeah, I want you to work, I call you guys and say, yeah, I want you to work with this little YouTuber, when she's already hanging with somebody that's bigger than all of y'all combined.
That does make sense, because from what it looks like, Ari was making, you know, had the same amount of views, same amount of subscribers as they did.
So she let us stay at her house, and she was like, oh yeah, I think y'all should like act fast, like y'all got it already.
First of all, lies again. Let me explain to you why it's lies, because if you go back and you watch Corey's video, when he went live, he said out his own mouth, I kept saying I didn't want to do this. I kept saying I didn't want to do this. I said I would help y'all, and that was that. Okay,
so I want to tell you guys something that's really interesting to me. Janay was saying, why would the manager introduce you to your competition? Which, to another manager, you know what I mean? Which totally makes sense, right? Because at the time, Janay was working on a project. So it does make sense that maybe she wasn't interested in being a manager, because she was working on a project. She just wanted to do this house thing. I don't know how she was going to benefit, but obviously if she's talking to a network, there's going to be some split, right? So I'm guessing, assuming there's something like that going on. And when they came over, I don't know what happened. There was conversation, and she said she can do things for them. Neek and King never really went into detail if she did say that. Like, I don't remember them saying, Janay said this, Janay said that she want to be my manager, and she said that she can get us to this and that, and so on.
Got it already. Y'all really don't need nobody. Y'all got it already. All I want to do is tell y'all a little bit of advice to like push it and keep going. Y'all need to get a house. She was like, oh, y'all need to get a house together. When y'all get that house, y'all gonna like, you know, y'all gonna have more time to just leave everything at home and leave everything at y'all hometowns, and you know, get y'all house together and start grinding.
Right.
So
you know what I mean? But the fact is, she decided to be their manager, and she helped them unsign with another network. Janay knew if they were gonna unsign from a network, she better protect herself and put some things in a contract so they can't do that to her. But we have not seen the contract. Like I said in the other video, where's the contract? Where did they sign it? You know what I mean? We kind of have to see these things, because there is no release of a contract yet. As well as that, Janay spoke about how networks have access to a YouTuber's account.
When you're signed to a network, your channel is connected with the network. When your channel is connected with the network, the reason why they do that is for two reasons. Everybody thinks it's just a security thing. It's not just a security thing. Optimization, back-end stuff that needs to be done to your channel, SEO, titles, tags, multiple things need to be done to your channel. Video content as far as the description, X, Y, and Z. Multiple things have to be done to your channel. And so when I have access to it, MCN has access to it, they're able to go in and do this without hitting you up, asking you like, hey, can you log me in? Then on top of that, they also study your analytics. Your analytics is super important to your growth. That's for another video.
Makes sense of why she also had access into their account. Not just because of a safety reason or whatever, but so she can see the analytics, what they can do to improve. So yes, managers or networks, and I think Janay has a network from what it sounds like, they need access in your account. Like, how are they going to help you if they don't have access to certain things? So it makes sense for her to have access into the account. It's not, oh, I'm gonna have access into your account to be a criminal. It's, I'm gonna have access into your account so I can do all these other things. It doesn't necessarily mean she wasn't gonna do criminal things, but again, she hasn't stolen any money yet. She clearly hasn't locked them out. If they have access to their account, they still have access to it because she had the verification codes. If she was going to do that, she would have taken their account away from them by now. You know what I mean?
But that's why you have to have access to, you know, your content creator's channel, not to control them.
Yes, not to control them, but it looks like you did abuse your power to try to control them, to get them to talk to you.
Jeanette also talks about how she spoke to Nick's mom.
Both of their parents spoke with me before they signed anything. I stayed on the phone with Nick's mom and her other mom, and I spoke with them in length about the contract. They said, it looks good, but let us have our attorney look it over. Let us have our attorney look it over. And I said, okay, no problem. So after their attorney looked it over, or whatever the case may be, it returned back signed. Now let's jump a little bit further. As soon as they signed the contract,
now Nick's mother is not too impressed. She ended up going on an IG story and she said,
Janay, Janine, Aries mom, whatever you want to call yourself, first of all, you should have left mamas out of this because you know we talked, okay? My video will be coming soon. What you're not gonna do is come for me or my daughter for the things that you have done. You need to stay in your own lane because I'm aimed, cocked, and ready. You got the right one, ho.
I'm so confused, like, I don't know, it didn't seem like Janay came for her. It looks like she just said that she spoke to the mom, yada yada yada. But for some reason the mom's angry, so maybe Janay's lying. But I'm sitting, I'm gonna wait for her mom to make a video. While you're at it, can you please tell me why your daughter's, you know, promoting phishing scams to little kids? She then talks about how people were saying how she's breaking up relationships.
we start going at it. But then he wanted to jump further. But I broke up this relationship. But you saw the text message that says they came in as a family, they move as a family. First of all, let me explain something. This theory that they have and this theory that they pushing, talking about I was dividing and conquering and I was breaking up relationships, that makes no sense. Because anybody know, if I break y'all up, that messes with my money. Let's just call it what it is. If you guys understand that I'm so greedy and it's all about a dollar, why would I break y'all up? Because if y'all break up, ain't no Nick and King. That makes no sense to me.
Does have a good point here, and I even said that in my video. Why would she do it if she's losing money? But maybe she does it with people that she's not in a contract with, that she's not in a relationship with. You know what I mean? We only have Joel talking about it. We kind of know Joel's full of crap, so how can we trust him? We had one of the Taylor girls talk about it. Vaughn talked about it, and Vaughn is a liar too. And she's saying this, but how can we completely trust her? Because she also lied in the past for DMB Nation. So if 3 people are saying that you break relationships up and stuff like that, I don't know. You kind of got to be like, is she breaking relationships up? Or is she just calling them out for their shit and the shit that they do and they think she's breaking a relationship up? You know, it's hard because I wasn't there. I wasn't sitting there with them. I didn't know how it went. You know what I mean? So I could never, ever get the truth for you guys. You know, it will be hard unless there's hardcore proof and evidence. You can say, well, I feel this person did. I feel this person. But you know how I am. I like to be like, that's why I think I'll probably be a good lawyer. Because I'll be like, oh, she picked your butt, show me the receipts. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be a good lawyer if I ever become a lawyer. Anyway, guys, we have reached over 127,000 subscribers. So you better hit the subscribe button, join the Team Real Gang, smash that like button, because if you don't, Nick's mom's gonna call you a hoe. So you better hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in another drama video.